Spending hours mapping out the next 5 years feels productive, but that detailed roadmap is often the very thing holding you back. We easily fall into a common trap. We start to believe that organizing our work is the same thing as actually doing the work. You color code your calendar, draw boxes around your goals, and schedule out your month. But stepping back, all those actions produce zero real-world progress. This diagram shows the biological trick happening inside your head. When you write down a goal or draw a box on a checklist, your brain lights up with a quick pulse of dopamine. It rewards you as if you had completed the task, even though you only wrote it down. That chemical reward gives you a sense of achievement. You get to enjoy the feeling of having worked hard without expending the physical or mental effort required to actually finish the task. Building an elaborate roadmap looks like ambition. In reality, it is a highly organized, socially acceptable form of procrastination. There is a relatable reason we hide in the planning phase. When you are mapping things out, you are operating in a static environment. Inside a document, every variable is under your control. A new spreadsheet cannot reject your ideas, a document will never expose a lack of skill, and a daily schedule cannot look you in the eye and tell you that you failed. The digital plan is clean and obedient. But taking action is messy. Executing real work involves friction, unexpected problems, and setbacks. Because the actual work is difficult, we subconsciously use over-planning as a shield. It protects us from the failures and rejections that happen the moment we start taking physical action. Fixating on the finish line is a sophisticated way of hiding from the dirty work at the starting line. This timeline compares today to your 5-year goal. Looking ahead creates a void between reality and your dream. Staring across it triggers panic. The long-term goal grows massive, while your daily tasks shrink. This space is the expectation gap. Living inside that gap is exhausting. The distance feels punishing, and it often leads to paralysis, causing people to abandon their goals before they start. When that paralysis sets in, it drives us back to the only place we feel safe. We tear up the old strategy and start writing a new, equally unhelpful 5-year plan. If you stare too hard at a horizon that is miles away, you will trip over the rocks sitting directly at your feet. The scale of our plans also creates a secondary trap. We look at the mountain we have to climb and decide to wait for the right time to start. We rely on common excuses to delay the work. We wait for sudden inspiration, or a perfectly clean desk, or a brand new week. But motivation does not work like a lightning bolt. It will not strike you out of nowhere and make the difficult work feel easy. This chart shows how the psychological process functions. Motivation is a byproduct of taking action. You start the task to build momentum, and that momentum generates the motivation to keep going. Waiting for perfect conditions is a self-imposed roadblock. It guarantees you take zero action. People who consistently achieve their goals do not obsess over the next 5 years. They focus entirely on what they can execute in the next 5 hours. Real progress happens in the gaps between sweeping visions and grand announcements. It relies on daily habits that are often repetitive and boring. It looks like forcing yourself to read 10 pages of a book, making one uncomfortable phone call, or exercising 20 minutes when you're exhausted. This graph illustrates the reality of the compound effect. Tiny daily disciplines produce an almost invisible line of progress, but those small actions accumulate, and the curve turns upward as the results stack on top of one another. Finishing a large project comes down to accumulating small, annoying tasks you refuse to avoid today. Close the spreadsheet, put away the color-coded calendar, pick one task for 10 minutes and execute it right now. Who you become in 5 years is not determined by your roadmap. It is determined entirely by what you stop avoiding right now.